Hello and welcome back to Tea with Tracy, coming to you live every Tuesday at 12, spilling relevant tips, trends, and talk in all things real estate and home ownership related. Today we are going to finish off our local restaurant series. And what's the best way to finish off a great meal with your favorite dessert? Today I have joining me the owner of Cookies and Cream in downtown Lake Orion, Alaina Campbell. Without further ado, let's get Alaina to join us. Hi, Alaina.
Hi, Tracy.
How are you?
Having me.
That's so great to have you. Sorry, I'm having a little bit of technical difficulties here myself. So thank you so much for joining me. And you are actually here live with me in the ONTV studios. So we're in separate rooms so that we don't have any cross interference. But it's so great to have you join me. And so you own Cookies and Cream in downtown Lake Orion and also Sprout Bake, two of my favorites. So you can have your baked goods, your muffins and cookies and ice cream. And tell us, how did that get started? You've been a part of the Lake Orion community as a resident and part of the chamber for so many years. How did you get into the ice cream and cookie business?
Well, it was by default. Actually, it was because my daughter was having some issues with gluten, we discovered, and with dairy products. And one of the things we loved to do together was bake. So like any mom would do, right?
Yep.
You set on a journey to figure out how can you bake gluten-free products that actually taste good. And that was one of the struggles that we found, was every baked good that we bought at the store that was said it was gluten-free tasted terrible.
Right. I know. The taste is very important. Otherwise, why? Why?
Right. Exactly. I mean, your kids have to want to eat it, right?
Yep.
And then it was a quest to make something that was nutrient dense. So most of the gluten-free products on the market are made with potato starch, white rice flour, tapioca starch, still white flours that are devoid of any nutritional value. So that's what kind of set us on our journey. And I didn't set out to start a business. It was just to help my family, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Get this food into my family. But I happened to share some of my muffins with a dear friend of mine, Kathy Jones, who owned Fuel Your Life Cafe up at Legacy 925 in Oxford. And she loved them and she wanted to sell them at her cafe. And so she offered me use of her kitchen on Sunday to make the batter, and then she would sell it for me throughout the week. And so that's how we got started. It was a total fluke.
That's amazing. But I know you were telling me before, so it's not like this just happened, right? Like your batter, like you spent many, many Sundays working on and perfecting this recipe.
It was about 8 months and a lot of batter that went in the trash.
It wasn't even good for the sample population, huh?
No.
So, and from there it took off, and your muffins. How did you get into the ice cream? How did you go from Sprout Bake and muffins into ice cream in downtown Lake Orion?
So again, just another fluke, really. Kathy had put her cafe up for sale at Legacy, and I needed a licensed kitchen to produce my product in. So I went searching. I didn't know who was going to buy the cafe and if I was going to still be able to use it. So I went searching for a kitchen, and I happened to know the guys that own 20 Front Street, and wonderful, wonderful 6 families that own that venue, and it's absolutely amazing. Yeah. And so I went to them, and my idea was just to rent the kitchen a couple days a week to make my product. And they offered us the entire lower level, where they were already running an ice cream shop out of for the past 2 years, I think. And they just offered the whole lower level to me and said, hey, you can sell ice cream too. And my daughter was with me. She just graduated from Central. I looked at her. I said, I have a full-time job. Yeah. She goes, well, I just graduated from college. I you out.
Yeah.
Said, you want to run an ice cream shop? We'll do it. So that was 2019 was our first year. So this will be our 3rd year. We absolutely love it. We
Oh,
love being part of downtown. We love creating something really fun for people to come and do, something delicious
yes.
for people to come and taste and eat. And we just love being part of the community.
Oh, we love having you. It's such, I mean, well, first of all, everything that you have tastes fantastic, but it's such a fun atmosphere. You're right there in downtown, you're next to Children's Park. It's my kids and I, we love to walk down and get a treat. So it's fantastic. And you're doing more and more. Like each season, you're doing more with the community. I know last year it was you were very creative and keeping everybody socially distanced and having it was Candyland, right? Was it Candyland? And you had like the spaces so you could go from one spot to the next as you were waiting in line. And that was just, it was so fun and colorful and just a bright spot in what we were going through. So,
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you. And that's part of our mission is to be the fun place to get ice cream. So it's not just stand in line and get ice cream and
Right.
eat ice cream, but we want something to always be going on in our space, something fun, interactive. We just started doing kids night.
Okay.
So every Tuesday night from 6:30 to 8, we'll have a STEAM activity.
That's
So
fantastic.
engineering, art, and math. So we have Challenge Island, who last week did a helicopter. Kids could come and make a little helicopter. Um, we were tonight going to do the art center and art activity, but unfortunately the weather's not cooperating. So if people are interested in kids night, it is every Tuesday, 6:30 to 8, but follow us on Facebook because we do not have any covering. We're all
Sure.
outside. So if it rains or it's cold, then we're not going to have kids night. So tonight we postponed,
Okay.
but May 18th, the art center will be there 6:30 to 8 and they will do an art activity.
That is so fun. So you can bring the kids out, they can come and do something where they're actually learning and creating and getting a delicious treat as well.
Yep. And it's free. It's a free activity.
Okay.
And that last Tuesday we handed out our samples of our muffins.
Oh, that looks
So
and then the muffins are delicious. Delicious. So, if you have not tried the sprout baked muffins, you need to try them. And not only you can get the muffins, you can try the muffins there, but you can buy the batter. So you can take it home and then bake it and have it fresh in the morning or for a snack. They're so delicious.
exactly.
So,
Yeah. The frozen batter is, we have 5 flavors and it's available at Cookies and Cream, but
mhm.
also at Lucky's Natural Foods in downtown Lake Orion, right next to us.
Okay.
Lava Mountain buys it frozen and bakes it off fresh for
Okay.
their customers. And then it's also available in Rochester at the Cheese Lady and
Okay.
at Merck Market, which is at Fieldstone Winery. So it's a really simple, easy way for moms to have something ready to go in the fridge. You can bake it fresh in the morning in 20 minutes. You've got a hot, nutritious muffin that your kids can eat on their way out the door to the bus
Yeah.
or to. And
And
if you go to our website, we have videos on different ways that you can bake the batter. And
oh,
we
little
have lots
variety.
of, I know it's probably backwards, but
Yeah.
we have lots of different recipes on the website on how you can bake the batter as well. So
Okay, and it's simple as well. I have 3 teenagers, and so they can make it themselves, and that's nice as well. So, so what else do you have coming up? I know you have some new things. In fact, you shared with me. We were chatting the other day, and I was so excited that you brought for me to try one of your new products.
yes. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the Skanukki. So tell us, what is the Skanukki?
So the Skanukki took me about 4 weeks to perfect.
Okay.
It's a cross between a scone and a cookie.
Oh,
So it's crispy on the outside. It's got like 3 layers. So it's crispy on the outside. Then the next layer, it's a little bit cakey like a scone would be. And then on the inside, it gets a little gooey like a cookie would be. So if you're
oh.
buying, you might want to share it with somebody.
Well, we'll
But
see if the kids are lucky. If they're, I hope, well, they're in school, so they might not be seeing this live. So
They might
They'll see the replay. I'll have to bring them down to get their own.
not. Right, right. We also unveiled edible cookie dough as well. Chocolate chip cookie dough.
Oh, that is so. Is it just like fresh? You leave it in the refrigerator and eat it, or
We freeze it.
okay?
So the batter so it doesn't have any eggs in it, right?
Mhm.
So that's what helps make it edible. The other thing is we bake the flour. You're really not supposed to eat raw flour.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to be baked. So we have to bake the flour for 7 minutes in the oven before we use it in the edible cookie dough. So that helps make it all really safe for
Okay.
everybody to eat. And then we scoop it out into little, like 1 ounce portions and freeze it. And then we put 5 of those little scoops in a dish with a lid. So it's super easy to eat. You don't need a spoon or anything. You can just pick up a little
Pop
ball
it
of
in.
dough and pop it in your mouth.
Oh, I know my kids are going to be like, okay, let's go get some more. Cookie dough is definitely a favorite in our house.
Yeah, we've sold out every week.
Oh, I don't know what happened there. I'm on Do Not Disturb. So, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, sorry. I think it's one of those emergency things. If somebody calls too many times, then it pops through. Okay, anyway, not that there's an emergency. It's okay. But so yeah, we'll definitely have to come down and try the cookie dough as well. So,
Yep, and then we've got lots of things we're programming for the summer. We still have the outdoor stage there. So between us and 20 Front Street, we're programming live music again this year. We have a little garden area to the right of us, and we're actually putting in a pollinator garden.
ooh,
Yeah, something kind of fun. So something that's important is that we have native plants
okay.
that we're putting in our gardens and in our landscaping for our pollinators, which are our butterflies and our bees. They need those native plants to feed on. So we're putting in a pollinator garden. The Rochester Pollinator Club is helping us,
Okay.
and we'll have a little plaque there that will explain this is a pollinator garden. This is what it is. This is why it's important to our environment and to our wildlife. And so we're excited about that, kind of a little educational
Yes.
component.
Yes, that's fun. And in addition to, so there's education, there's activity, but there's also going to be music, right? You said with
Yep.
20 Front Street, you're going to be on your stage. When are you bringing in different artists for that?
Typically, that'll be on Friday nights, and we're going to be highlighting young artists.
Okay.
So young people that are, trying to get into the music business, and they need a venue, a stage where they can kind of, get their feet wet and
Yeah.
practice things. So we're really excited about that. And 20 Front Street is booking shows for June,
Okay.
which is very exciting as well for those
Yes.
who don't know. So they will be back this summer.
Yay.
Wednesday nights is still the LO Live series at the Gazebo that we're a sponsor of, and so is 20 Front Street. So that's every Wednesday night. There will be music in the Gazebo, which is right across from us.
Yep.
And first Friday of every month is also part of the LO Live series, and 20 Front Street is booking a bigger name act for the first Friday of every month.
Okay.
So lots of really fun stuff going on.
Yes.
Downtown.
There is a lot. So if you haven't been or you haven't been lately, come on down to downtown Lake Orion. You can hear music. You can bring the kids to do crafts, a little bit of education, and of course, ice cream, cookies, and some muffins. So thank you so much for joining us today, Alaina. I appreciate you taking the time and coming down and sharing. And for everybody who's viewing, be sure to get down and check it out if you haven't. And if you have, they're open for the season, right? Mid-April through mid-October. You can head on down to 6 days a week, right? Tuesday through Sunday. So, yep.
Day through Thursday is 1 to 9. Friday and Saturdays 1 to 10. And Sunday we're open 1 to 8.
Okay. Thank you so much for all who tuned in. And thank you, Alaina. Next week, we'll be back Tuesday at 12 as May is National Deck Safety Month. So I'm going to have a deck inspector on to talk to you about what you should be doing to make sure that your deck is safe. So thank you so much. And we'll see you all next week, Tuesday at 12. Bye-bye.